Hey guys, it's Ruben Diaz with Wave Realty Brevard, and today I'm with
Nate Jomaa, Union Home Mortgage.
We're going to be talking about the process of start to finish buying a home and dealing with your lender and the process you just take first. So usually we love when you call us, but the reality is you want to call your lender first to get pre-approved, to know how much money the lender's willing to lend you and what kind of mortgage you could get, right, Nate?
Yeah. So there's a big difference between starting with the real estate agent and starting with the lender. When you start with the agent, you can let them know what you're looking for and they can start to put together a checklist for you. But when you don't know what you're qualified for, that makes their job really difficult because they don't know the price point and they don't know exactly where they should be looking. So when you talk to us on the mortgage lending side, we go through a process that helps you understand exactly what you're qualified for, helps you understand what your price point might look like, what your max payment looks like. There's a lot of different things that we can do. So a pre-qualification is usually what we start with, and that's a phone call where we're going to ask you exactly what it is that you're looking for, and we get a couple of data points like what your income looks like, what type of cash you have set aside for down payment and closing costs, what you think your credit scores are, and then we talk about any past homes that you've owned. We talk about anything going on with your credit, and we try to understand what's going on. Once we've gotten through that phase of the pre-qualification, then we get into what's called a pre-approval. That is when we're going to actually get documentation to verify what your income is, to verify what your cash on hand looks like. We talk about your credit, and we look at your credit scores together. We build out your perfect mortgage roadmap. And then based on what your max price point is or what your max monthly payment is, we come back to you with a pre-approval letter, and we work with your real estate agent and let them know exactly what you're qualified for, which helps them really pinpoint those homes that you're looking for in that price point or in that payment range.
So that's always the best thing to do, right? So, if now you're window shopping, and the best thing is to do, go to your lender first, understand what you're getting, and then we can shop based on how much the lender's going to give you, and there's different mortgages. So what's the most common mortgages out there, Nate, that even for first-time home buyers or VA, what's the most common one?
So your standard vanilla mortgage, if you will, is called a conventional conforming loan, and that's going to be your Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac loans, if you're familiar with those terms. Conventional loans are built for strong buyers, meaning they have good credit scores, they have good assets on hand, and they have good income. If you don't fit into that perfect box, if you will call it that, there's other loan options available to you. And the most popular one is called an FHA loan. A lot of people think an FHA loan is only for first-time home buyers, but the reality is that it's not just for first-time home buyers. An FHA loan is a great loan, though, because it's backed 100% by the government. FHA stands for Federal Housing Administration, and it allows you to have a smaller down payment, as little as 3.5%, and with a credit score as low as 580. So just because you have a 580 doesn't mean that you're going to qualify, but that's the minimum barrier to entry. Once you understand exactly what your options look like, FHA loans can tend to be better options for those maybe with some credit challenges, maybe with less income, maybe with less cash set aside. But it's a great option even for somebody that has good credit, because FHA loans, depending on how it's structured, could potentially be a little bit of a lesser interest rate, which could then result in a little bit of a lower payment.
And where can people find you, Nate?
Yeah, you can find me online everywhere at Mortgage by Nate. You can find me on Facebook. You can go to natejomaa.com, which is my website that has a link tree to all the different resources that we have available.
And we'll share this with you below, guys. If you like this video, please subscribe or like. And Nate's information will be below with mine as well. So if you're looking to buy a house, you can call me first. You can call Nate. I prefer you to call Nate, get pre-approved, but call me and I'll put you in contact with Nate, and our information will be below. Thank you and have a blessed day. Peace.